Hello, I'm Steve Chaggaris from CBSNews.com, joined by Huey-Burns of RealClearPolitics. The Senate did what we thought was the impossible. They passed the bipartisan budget bill, but it's not clear sailing moving forward, right? I mean, this is good for now, but what happens down the road?
Yeah, so what this bill basically does is it sets spending levels for the next 2 fiscal years. So we're taking shutdowns off the table in the near term, and that's pretty much it. They still have to pass appropriations bills, really allocating that funding from this budget measure to the different agencies and so forth. So that's what we'll be looking at in January. What else this deal didn't address is obviously the debt ceiling, which is coming up mid-February, so that's something to watch for as well.
And that's an issue. The debt ceiling, raising the nation's basically borrowing limit, is an issue that may unite the Republicans again. There was a bit of an issue with John Boehner criticizing Tea Party folks as they were passing the budget deal, but they may be back in sort of more friendlier terms on this debt ceiling situation.
Right. So with the budget, everybody was kind of talking about, is this the new era of bipartisanship? Is this going to kind of erase the tensions heading into next year? And then we face an immediate sort of deadline on the debt ceiling. And there's two ways that Republicans are thinking about this. One is that, you know, in the budget deal, they didn't really address the issues that they wanted to in terms of, you know, savings and entitlement programs, cutting more spending. So they feel like they gave in a little bit on that. And so on the debt ceiling, they really want to address spending issues and tackle the debt. So there's a push for that. Mitch McConnell in the Senate has talked about demanding something on the debt ceiling. Paul Ryan has demanded something on the debt ceiling. They're not sure what they're going to request. On the other hand, you have the issue of whether we're heading into a midterm year, whether Republicans want to bring up this issue of brinkmanship again, bringing us to perhaps a default. Democrats will surely use that as an attack, and do Republicans want to be known as those who are kind of bringing us to that brink again on this issue? So they're trying to balance those two concerns.
It's going to be interesting to watch. We're taking a breather finally from the brinksmanship and the shutdowns. But this debt ceiling thing in February, it sounds like it's going to be something that really is going to get pretty heated.
Absolutely. And, you know, when Congress returns at the beginning of the next year, they'll have their respective party retreats where they will try to iron out strategy on the debt ceiling. Some demands include, you know, delaying the health care law, maybe a repeal, demanding that the president approves the Keystone Pipeline, a big issue for Republicans heading into the midterm year. So it remains to be seen exactly what they will demand, but it will certainly be another issue of contention starting off the year.
Well, let's take a little bit of a breather, then we'll come back after the new year and watch this again. So we'll keep our eye on it. Huey-Burns from RealClearPolitics. I'm Steve Chaggaris from CBSNews.com. Thanks for watching.